Hey there, and welcome to the Easy One Up New Financing Options video. My name is Josh Thurman here with the Zero Stage Project, and I wanted to just welcome you. You're in the right spot if you're looking to find out more information about Easy One Up and how you can use the new financing options to actually get started, leverage very highly in the business, get started off with a bang, qualify for all the additional bonuses that bonus trainings that our team has put together, that I have put together, and everything like that. So hold on tight. I'm going to do my best to get through this presentation quickly because I want to value your time. And for those who see the value in what we're doing and you want to get started with the new financing options, I want to be able to leave enough time so that you can get any additional questions answered. We can get on the phone if need be. We can actually get you started off on the right foot with Easy One Up and the new financing options. So real quick, let me introduce myself if we'd never met before. My name is Josh Thurman. I've been in and around the online marketing, work from home space part-time for, I'm going to really date myself here, almost 20 years. I actually, the very first business I ever joined back when I was 20 years old was the Big A, Amway. And if you're familiar with them, great. If you're not, no big deal. It's a traditional network marketing company, kind of the grandfather of all of this entire industry, really. And fast forward through a lot of ups and downs in the work from home space, a lot of different things that I've had to learn, and a lot of different things that I've had to come to realize about myself and about what I'm looking for in a work from home opportunity. And maybe you can relate, maybe you're brand spanking new. Either way, that's okay. I just wanted to give you a little bit of background for that. Over my years, I have made well over six figures multiple different times in the work from home space. And I have also made multiple six figures annually and six figures annually in traditional business as well. Now, don't let that scare you. If you've never done anything like this before, what I do my utmost, or what I really try to do, is instill as much information with my new team members as I possibly can, but I also try to cut out that 20-year learning curve. I don't want you guys to struggle like I did. I don't want you to, wake up every single morning and wonder, what are you supposed to do to build your business, and how are you supposed to build your business? What are you going to do to actually get results in your business today? So we actually have a proven roadmap, a proven blueprint that we share with each and every one of our new team members that come in at the Vertex level. And we'll talk a little bit more about those levels in just a minute. So again, a little more about me. I am happily married, almost 19 years, and three wonderful kids. They're a little bit nerve-wracking. If you have more than one, you'll know exactly what I mean by that. Very energetic, love them to death, want to do everything for them. And that's a big part of why I'm in this industry, is I'd like to spend as much time with my wife and my children as possible. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and move forward here. And the breaking news is that, yes, Easy One Up does have a financing type program available for people who want to come in at the higher Vertex programs. And what's really great about this is you can actually get started leveraging other people's money. It's a concept that if you're not new to business, you probably heard before. If you're new to business, simply put, other people's money is exactly what it sounds like. It's using other people's source of funds, right? So for example, you probably know this as Uncle Visa and Aunt MasterCard, right? Maybe it's Cousin Discover, whatever. Basically, that's what most people do when they're starting a business. So real quick, let me go back. I mentioned that I had owned an offline business in the past. I used to be an insurance agent. And between myself and my other two partners, we had to raise about $35,000 very quickly to go out on our own. And we did that because the company that we were working for, we were employees of a very large, popular, well-known insurance company. And they decided that when the economy tanked in 2007, 2008, that basically, since we had not worked for them for 5 years, that we were done. And, the funny thing is, or the ironic thing is, the three of us were always in the top 5 producing agents out of 50 agents in the district. That's what was really hilarious about their choice to let us go. But $35,000 is what we had to come up with to start that business. And our monthly overhead in that business was somewhere, this is before we hired any help, was somewhere around, I want to say $2,800 per month. So we had to make, almost $3,000 per month before we saw anything. And if you know much about the insurance business, once you finally build it up, you can actually make really good money. But there's a lot of lean years in the beginning, because when people buy their insurance, you only pay a certain amount, and the average insurance company pays that agent 12 to 15% commission. So real quick, simple math: if you're paying $1,000 a year for car insurance, the agent's making somewhere between $120 and $150 in commission before they pay the overhead, the rent, the phone bill, the internet, so on and so forth. So what's great about this program, what's great about the easy one-up financing option, it's more of a layaway program. So if you go back to, maybe when you were a kid, maybe you remember, Kmart or Toys R Us or Walmart, having these layaway programs. Basically, you go pick out whatever it is that you want, and it sits in a back storeroom. You put down 20%, and it goes and it sits back in a storeroom. And every week, every Friday or whatever, when you get paid, you go out to the Walmart or the Kmart or Toys R Us, and you go and you pay on that layaway for a certain, a designated time period. And you do this until it's paid off, and then you take your goods home, right? Whatever it is you were buying, a TV, or maybe it was a PlayStation, whatever it was that you were buying, right? A lot of people did this for Christmas too, especially. What's a little different, or what's similar, I guess I would say, about our program, kind of comparing it a little more to a layaway, is that everyone qualifies, right? Every single person, if basically if you have a heartbeat, you can qualify. We don't need your Social Security information. And, we're not even going to pull a credit report. So, your credit rating is not super important. You don't need an 800 credit score. And what's really great is I've been having people join me from other parts of the world recently, and this is available everywhere in the world, as long as you have a couple of things that we'll touch on a little bit later. So when I say everyone qualifies, I mean, this is no joke. I could probably put in, Hawkeye or Iron Man or Black Widow or something, and and a date of birth, and we're going to see that it gets approved. So obviously, we need to make sure you're a real person, of course, and you and I will have a conversation if this is the route you want to go down to get started. Of course, if you can come up with the funds to, if you believe in yourself, because that's really what it comes down to, right? Do you believe in yourself? This business is simple. You either believe in yourself or you don't, right? And with the way the compensation plan works, with the power of one, you make your first sale, you keep 100% of that money minus the merchant account fees. So if you're using, PayPal or Stripe, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle Pay, whatever it is you're doing, some of those, do have like a 2 or 3%, like haircut, right? They take 2 or 3%, so that you're going to give up for them to process that payment for you. So for example, if you're using PayPal or whatnot, you're going to give up about $30 for a $1,000 transaction. So let me repeat that. $1,000 commission, you're going to give away $30 to PayPal or to Stripe or whoever, for processing that for you. Cost of doing business, you know what? Who cares? So on that very first sale, you keep the money. Your second sale goes up to your sponsor. That is a training sale, a coaching sale that incentivizes them to actually help you. And for anybody who's on my team, or if you've watched any of my other videos, maybe you've seen some of the testimonials from my team. I help my people. Okay. Because it does not do me any good to bring you in and make that money and then you just disappear. Okay. Because I lose leverage, right? It incentivizes me. I have a vested interest in making sure that you succeed, because, and don't take this the wrong way. I'm not greedy or nothing, but because I want that pass-up sale. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you're excited about that. So let's go ahead and move on. Like I said, no credit check financing. Everyone is approved. No credit check. It's not even a soft pull on your credit report. Nobody's going to see this. And that's what's so cool about this. And I've really never seen anything like this before. Typically, you're actually getting a real live loan. You go to a bank and you get a loan, or you use, maybe use PayPal credit. If you have PayPal credit, that's another option that I accept. With PayPal credit, you can get 6 months, no interest. There's all different kinds of ways. So really what it boils down to is, do you believe in yourself, and are you creative, right? Because if you want something to happen, if you want to make something happen, there's times where you have to get creative. Okay. Full disclosure, even though I had made hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years, and even though I was making very good money in the insurance business that I owned, I got asked to leave. Right. And, I'll shoot a video on that another time, but I was basically forced out of a company that I helped found. It was actually my idea, but I'm not the kind of person that dwells on that. I'm the kind of person that says, okay, what can I learn from that? And how can I move my life forward? How can I move forward what I want to do? And I've always had this passion for helping people get out of whatever situation they're in, as long as they're willing to, you know, take that first step, right? So your first step is drawing your line in the sand and saying, yes, Josh, yes, I'm ready. I want to make something happen. Let's talk about options. And this is one of them. So here's how it works. Layaway loan program, call it whatever you want. Layaway loan financing. It's basically all it's the same, guys. Here's how it works. Okay. 12 to 24 month loan term. Okay. So you pay off the balance in 12 to 24 months. You can pay it off early. We'll get to that in a second. The current interest rate, this is variable based on what the Fed is doing and all these different things, how interest rates work, of course. But currently it's at 17.9, which is lower than 99% of y'all are paying on a credit card anyway. In order for this program to work, it does require a 50% down payment. I require a 50% down payment, and the creators of Easy One Up, the creator of Easy One Up, Peter Wolfing, said that is a good amount. And Walter, I apologize, I do not remember Walter's last name. He is the guy that runs the layaway program, the financing end of it, through UGA, who's been around for a very long time. He's been doing this for 20 years. He suggests a 50% down payment as well. Why? Well, what I found is, and this is true of anything in life. If you do not have some skin in the game, if you do not have risk, a little bit of risk out there, or maybe for you, quite a bit of risk out there, the likelihood of you doing anything diminishes greatly. Let me repeat that. If you don't have skin in the game, you won't take it serious, right? If you're a little older, maybe you went to college, or maybe you have kids going to college, or kids that went to college, you'll know that the kids that are paying for some of this themselves are more likely to buckle down, study, get good grades, etc. That's been my experience. You can call it an opinion if you want. So let's continue. 50% down, that's what's required when you're working with us here. And as I mentioned, there's no prepayment penalty. There's no penalty whatsoever for clearing the loan early. What does that mean? So basically, let's say you come in here and you're in it. You're doing exactly what I'm telling you to do, what the team is telling you to do, day in and day out, and you're getting sales. You're getting $1,000, $2,000, $500. If you want to pay off the balance early, there's no penalty for doing so. It's encouraged based on your situation. And if you get to that point where you're thinking about it and you want my opinion, or you want to talk it through with me, I'm always available to talk for my team members. I do have certain hours that I'm available, so I'm not available at the drop of the hat. Obviously, I am running a business, just as you will be. And again, those three kids do keep me very busy. The coolest thing about this, right? Unlike that layaway we talked about earlier at Kmart or Walmart or whatever, you get activated right away. You pay your admin fee, you pay your 50% down, send that over to me, and I activate you right away at the level you chose. That's crazy. So real quick, let's talk about the Easy One-Up products. Elevation, it's a $25 product, and the $100 product. We don't really encourage people to come in at anything under Vertex at all. It just doesn't make any sense. There is valuable information there, and if you are in a less developed country, where $25 or $100 US is actually a large sum of money, then by all means, I get it. Do what you got to do to at least get the ball rolling and get started. But here in the United States, Canada, other developed countries in the world, $250, $500, $1,000, $2,000. This is not a lot of money, folks, for a business. It really is not a lot of money. The way the financing works, the financing layaway program is only available for Vertex Pro, which is $1,000 plus the $100 admin fee, or my suggestion would be Vertex Live, $2,000, $2,000 fee or payment to your sponsor and a $500 admin fee. But again, come in where you can come in. Okay. Vertex Pro and Vertex Live both qualify. They both qualify for the layaway financing program. Vertex Elite, is going to cost you, $550 total to get started with the products, with the program. Vertex is going to cost you $275 to get started with the program. But again, the financing, the layaway program is only available on Vertex Pro and Vertex Live. So if you have any questions on that, and you're teeter-tottering back and forth, just reach out to me. Let's talk. Let's figure it out. Let's figure out what makes the most sense for you, for your situation. So that is pretty much it, guys. The financing program, I'm not going to get into right now. I'm not going to go through how exactly it works. I think I will actually. Let's pop over to that. I'll pop over to my portal and I'll show you exactly how that works right now. Hang tight for just a second. Okay, we're in the back office of my U portal. This is basically what you and I would walk through to get you set up with the layaway financing program through Easy One-Up. As you can see, again, me up in the top corner, Josh Thurman, your host, your future sponsor, and I'm looking forward to getting you started. So I'm going to show you how easy this is. This is actually the very first time that I've gone through this, so we're going to experience this together. Basically, I'm just going to click on Add Customer, and we're gonna start this process together, like I said, and you're gonna see how quick and easy it really is. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, everyone is approved. This is not something that you need an 800 credit score for. They're not doing a hard pull on your credit. They're not even doing a soft pull on your credit. They just are verifying that you are a real live person, essentially, right? So basically, we're gonna walk through this together. Multiplex Systems is the parent company for Easy One-Up. You can check them out. If you need to do a little more due diligence, A-rated with the Better Business Bureau. So we are going to fill this out. This is going to be Tony Stark. We're watching Marvel movies all the time because I got kids, obviously. And I'm going to close that out. No, you do not need to know my location. So I'm just going to put my mailing address here. 2205 South Perryville Road, Suite 211. This is my office, my permanent mailing address, which, by the way, folks, you do not need Google pre-fill is being goofy here. You do not need a office address. I just have one because I've had an offline business for many years. That is not a necessity in any way, shape, or form. So let's continue. So basically, I'm going to put your address here, 123 Main Street, whatever, Suite, whatever, your address. The country, this will default based on the address. Obviously, this is the United States. And email, need to put a real email in here. So I'll go ahead and put that in an email in there. Need to put a real phone, an actual cell phone, right? So we're going to put my cell phone in there. And I'm going to mention that this is a mobile phone or cell phone. We can put a secondary phone if we wish, not necessary. We're going to hit continue. And my internet is a little slow this morning because it is a Saturday morning and all the kids are up and using their devices and whatnot. So we do not need Social Security number. You'll notice that it does not have the red star. So we're going to just put date of birth. Date of birth is August the 15th. Tony Stark was born in 1974. I don't know. He is a renter, actually, or maybe he owns. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to be honest with this, okay? What is his mortgage amount? Well, he's got a pretty nice place there in New York City, so we'll say it's $4 grand, right? He's employed by Stark Tech, right? Stark Industries. Okay, and he is the CEO. Hire date, January the 1st, 1991. Work phone is, and Tony Stark's gross income for this example. I don't know how much money Tony Stark makes. Let's just say he makes 15,000 of it. You know, let's put it at normal. Okay, what does the average American make? Right, average American makes $45,000 a year, which is about $3,750 per month. And we're going to hit continue. And we are going to see that Mr. Tony Stark is probably going to be approved, which is pretty funny if you think about it. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. Okay, and so this is just a quick review page. We want to make sure that you know, everything is as it is. You know, the address. Looks like the address goofed up a little bit, so let me go back and fix that. I'm not sure why, guys, but sometimes, you know, Google Phil is your best friend, and other times it just goofs you all up. So, alrighty, so there we go. We're gonna put that. Okay, so it basically, there we go. That's what it's looking for. Okay. That is weird. Okay, alrighty, we're gonna continue, and guys, this is nothing to be nervous about. This is just a very simple thing that you need to do. If you've ever applied for credit, this is a whole lot less of a inquiry. Like I said, this is not a big deal. If you're serious about, you know, moving your business forward, and this is the best option for your particular situation, then by all means, let's do that, right? So again, it defaults to me because I put that address in there. You know what? I tell you what. Let's just if it's going to default to me, then I need to make sure that let me get that fixed. Tony Stark. Sorry, guys. I probably should have turned off Google Fill, right? Oh well, that's okay. So we got everything else. Let's click continue. And you know, the great thing about this business is you don't have to be a rocket scientist, guys. I'm just a normal guy that refused to give up and loves to help people hit their dreams. Okay, so everything looks good. Tony Stark, 22005 South Perryville Road, Suite 211, Rockford, Illinois, 61108, and the phone number. And we don't need a call applicant for anything like this. It says if everything looks good, let's hit the submit button. And Mr. Tony Stark, sorry about the internet, guys, like I said, a little slow because the kiddos, is approved for $30,000 line of credit. And, you know, basically, here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Everybody, right? Everybody with a heartbeat and a date of birth is approved for a $30,000 line of credit. Okay, just the way it is. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Basically, let's just use this as an example. You're coming in at the Vertex Pro, $1,000. The minimum loan amount, the minimum finance amount for this is $750. Okay, so let's say you want to leverage the Vertex Live. Okay, we'll use that as an example. $2,000 cash price, $1,000 cash down, and you're going to I'm going to put Vertex Live right here, and your first payment date. Okay, today is September the 5th, so you're actually going to choose a date about a month out. You can choose the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, or the 8th. We'd talk about that together. And I'm going to just click this next thing. Reminder, you do need to pay the admin fee separately, okay? Excuse me. So what you're really looking at is a $1,000 down payment for the financing and then the $500 admin fee in this scenario. We'll do another quick scenario in just a second. I'm going to hit get terms. It's going to tell us exactly what your terms of repayment are. for this layaway financing program. But remember, you're automatically in Vertex Live if that's the program that we're going with, right? You're automatically ticked off as paid, even though you're not paid in full. But one thing to keep in mind, if you default on this loan, you will go back to what you've paid for, okay? So if you have, let's pop back over to my slideshow here real quick. Okay, again, so if you were to choose Vertex Live today, you're going to pay the $500 admin fee. You're going to send $1,000 to your sponsor, whether that's me or somebody on my team. Some of my team members may be leveraging this video, and that's fine. So your payment could be going to someone else. Just keep that in mind. The system will walk you through that exactly who to actually send the money to. So let's say you come in at Vertex Live and you make a payment, or you make 2 payments or whatever, and then you default on that. You're going to go back to Vertex Pro, okay? You're going to default to the Vertex Pro because that's the amount of money you've actually paid your trainer, your sponsor, right? I hope that makes sense, okay? So let's pop back over to the terms here. But you can see here, I mean, guys, these are really fantastic terms. I mean, for 24 months, it's $75 a month. It's a fixed minimum monthly payment, but you can pay it off early, as I mentioned. So if you want to, be a slightly more aggressive, and an extra $15, it isn't a big deal for you, which it really shouldn't be. Go for the 12 months. I mean, really, I would suggest the 12-month, because I mean, look at the difference. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And again, since you're going to be making money with us, since you'll be able to pay this off early, it ultimately doesn't really matter. But I would go at the 12 months. That's what I suggest with most people. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually go back and show you what we're looking at for Vertex Pro, because I find that a lot of people come in at Vertex Pro instead of Vertex Live. And I don't know why, guys. And this is a decision you have to make. I don't want you to feel like I'm pushing you one way or another, okay? I want you to get started. I want you to get leverage to the best you can, because you're going to make you're going to make more money, obviously. I don't want to have pass-up sales go to me, but at the same time, I will graciously accept them. So let's just play with this a little bit. Cash price. The minimum you can finance is $750. Okay, so in the scenario of a Vertex Pro, but you see the other options that we have, of course, with our 7 income streams, and you want to work out some sort of deal. Let's just assume you and I have talked and we figured out that we want to work out some sort of deal. So you're going to do $250 directly to me for easy one-up for the Vertex Pro, and you're going to finance the $750, and then you're going to take some of your other personal cash reserves and get leveraged in a couple of the other income streams. Let's just use that as a for example, type explanation, right? Okay, so excuse me. So we're going to change that to Vertex Pro, because obviously the finance layaway company needs to know, easy one up needs to know what we're doing here. You're going to send $250 to me, and they're going to do the layaway program financing on the 750 right here. We see that. So get terms. And let's see what we got right here. You can basically see here that the difference is $75 is the minimum monthly payment. Okay, so if you go with the Vertex Pro, let's just use this scenario, right? You go Vertex Pro, you get leverage in some other systems, you got a $75 a month payment, you can pay that off early. All is good in the world. Maybe you're leveraging the ringless voicemail, ringless ALN that I really suggest. Whatever makes the most sense for your scenario. Okay, but this is just a tool, guys. Using other people's money is just a tool. So whatever your goals are, whatever your plan is, and one of the things I do with my new team members, assuming you're coming in at Vertex, right? $500, $1,000, or $2,000, one of my bonuses, we actually hop on the phone 15, 20 minutes, and we map out a guide plan based on your personality, based on your budget, your your needs, your goals, what type of time allotment you have to work the business. And of course, like I said, your overall budget for marketing. If you're really tight on marketing funds, that's okay. Okay. I mean, I was when I got started. I'm going to show you different ways where you can get get this off the ground very inexpensively, and even some ways that are free. The thing I want to tell you about, though, and don't let this discourage you, when you're doing marketing for free, understand that that takes more time. It takes your time, and it takes more time to kind of build up some momentum. Okay. Paid traffic, on the other hand, paid marketing is a shortcut, if you will. It speeds up time, it compresses time. So whatever decision you make, whatever makes the most sense for you within the options here at Easy One Up, whatever makes the most sense for you to get started, make that decision. Okay. I think I mentioned earlier in the video, if you are in a country where the exchange rate is huge, and all you can do is elevation basic or elevation elite, that's really stretching for you, then by all means do that. But if you're here in the United States, or any developed country in Europe, or you're in Canada or Australia, things like that, and you tell me that you cannot join at Vertex Elite, Vertex Pro, or Vertex Live, I don't want to sound like a jerk or anything, but either you don't believe in yourself, or you don't believe in what we're doing here. And I can help you with one, but I can't help you with the other. Okay, I can help you with belief in yourself to a point, but I can't help you if you don't believe in what we're doing here. If you do not believe that Easy One Up can change your life, then please don't join us. But if you believe that this program, the program that I've just spent the last half an hour or so explaining how to get financing using other people's money to get started, is a way that you can radically change your life, then you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family to actually pull the trigger and make something happen. In the description below, I will include my cell phone number, my actual cell phone number, and my Facebook page. Reach out to me one of two ways, and let's have a conversation. Let's get you started on the path to making your dreams a reality, with Easy One Up as the vehicle that can take you there. I appreciate everybody's time tonight. I hope that you found value in this video. If you have, leave me your comments below if you have any questions. And, I'm probably going to upload this to my YouTube channel. So if you end up seeing this on YouTube, then by all means, subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other videos, learn more about me. Okay. I've been doing this for a while. I am really here to help. I may not be the most entertaining person, but part of that is because, guys, I'm very serious. I'm very passionate about helping people. And maybe it's just my personality, but I have fun, but I work hard. And I want you to understand that you can do both, and you can get massive success with this company, with this business, and in this industry, once you pick the right product, right? The right vehicle, Easy One Up, and you pick the right mentors and the right sponsor. That would be me. Again, I'm not perfect, but I will bust my butt to help you, and I will be there to help guide you through the do's and don'ts. I will send you on a path that will get you results. If you follow what we're doing here, if you follow what the team suggests, you will get results. Now, of course, quick FTC disclaimer in case any knucklehead from the government is listening. I can only show you the path. I cannot force you to do the work. I cannot guarantee that you will be successful. I can only simply give you the tools and the training that has allowed myself to earn money working from home. Okay. So I can't promise that you're going to make $10,000 a month. I can't promise that you're going to make $100,000 a year. I can't promise you're going to do anything, because I can't guarantee that you're going to put in the work. I hope that that's fair. This is a serious business. This is for big boys, big girls, right? And so if you're ready and you're serious and you've drawn your line in the sand and you're like, I've had enough. I've had enough of struggling, and I've had enough of not being able to make ends meet. And I've had enough of having month left over at the end of my money. And now is my time to do something about it. You could not be in a better place. You could not be, talking with a better team. And I look forward to welcoming you to Easy One Up and to our team. And like I said, just reach out to me via text or on Facebook, and I would love to guide you through the steps of getting started on your path to making money from home, using Easy One Up, using other people's money if that's the approach that you choose to take. I appreciate everybody's time. Have a blessed evening, and we will talk again real soon. Take care for now. Bye-bye.